us talk today about this wonderful book, Mahabharat, retold with scientific evidence, written by Saroj Bala. The simple name which you are seeing here, the author is not simple. Author is equally extraordinary as the book. First of all, let us talk about the book. Mahabharat, you might have heard, you might have read, you might have seen on television, but we all understand Mahabharat as a mythology. Once you go through this with this book, then you will realize that Mahabharat era is not mythology, but actually this is history. You understand the difference between mythology and history? If you don't understand, then you need to go through this book. Why this book is special? This book is special because this book scientifically proves that Mahabharat era is not mythology, but this is history. You might be wondering how author could prove it, because evidences are not there. But see, in Mahabharat story itself, Vyas Rishi has explained the star constellation sky view in different dates on different situations. And do you know that this sky view is not same at least for 30,000 years? Means once that sky constellation is there, this will not happen again, the same sky constellation for 30,000 years. That gives, and then author has taken the help of two worldwide accepted softwares for dating back of the history. But this is not the only evidence which has been taken by the author. Author has gone for 7 additional scientific evidences in addition to astronomy. Some of these are geography, the vegetation, the geology, the oceanography, and many other things. And then the author need to be saluted because this book tells the story of the Mahabharata, and in between author deviates from the story and talks about the facts. And when author talks about the facts, you will never realize that author has just taken off from the story and is talking about the other things, means the facts about the Mahabharata. And this all book, this has about 50 chapters. Exactly there are 58 chapters, and these 58 chapters are further supported by 7 appendix. And why, after going through this book, one shall feel that the date which has been mentioned by the author is the exact date? There are reasons. Number one, that author organized more than one conferences and where learned scholars and reputed persons from various scientific fields were there under the same roof, and under that they could go for the in agreement with the author that yes, this is the most authentic date for the Mahabharata era. And do you know, when we talk about Mahabharata era, this was almost, we have read in history as a Harappan civilization or Indus Valley civilization. But this Indus Valley civilization or Harappan civilization, when author talks in reference to the geology, geography, vegetation and other things, then all these sites which are mentioned as Harappan civilization were basically the sites of the Mahabharata era. And author does not stop here. Author goes beyond this, that there were some other theories before publication of this book. Author did the research for 5 years, and after this 5 years intensive research, where she was supported by a team, where her experience as the head of an institute related to the mythology and historical studies, where her experience as member of the Central Board of Direct Taxes while she was in government job under Indian Revenue Service came very handy, and she could produce this wonderful book. And this is not her first title. Prior to that, she has written 3 more books, and all these books, 3 books, are related to the Ramayana era, where the author has talked about the Ramayana era with the scientific evidence. And this book, the earlier book of the author, was presented by the Chief Minister to the Prime Minister. And when she was working on her first book, she did her first authorship under the able guidance of none other than most celebrated President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. That is very small brief about the author, about the credentials of the author. And this book, if you love mythology, if you want to understand that this is not the mythology but this is the history, this was not Indus Valley civilization, this was not Harappan civilization, but this was basically the Vedic civilization where the Mahabharata era was there. Then after going through this book, after going through the evidences which have been elaborately mentioned by the author in this book, you will be fully convinced that Mahabharata is not mythology, but this is the history of India, which we call as ancient India, which we call as Indus Valley civilization, or some of us call it Harappan civilization. But basically this was the Vedic civilization where this Mahabharata era stories and all the incidents happened over there. There may be a question in your mind, why shall I read this book? There is a reason why you shall read this book, because from childhood, as I have understood that this era is without scientific evidence. This book provides the scientific evidence, and these scientific evidences are corroborated by not only Rishi Vyas but many other scholars of that era, which talks about the sky view. And sky view is very different. For example, if you will go at page number 194, that in last paragraph it is mentioned that after talking about ominous planetary position and eclipses etc., which have been dated and discussed above, the great sage Vyas said in a sorrowful tone to Dhritarashtra, "Protect your name and fame, kingdom and race. Let the Pandavas have their kingdom and let the Kuru race live in peace." Because he was very clear that due to this sky constellation, the destruction is going to happen. And he advised Dhritarashtra, though Dhritarashtra said that his sons do not obey him, therefore if destruction has to come, this will come and he cannot stop it. These are the things, when these are scientifically corroborated, whether 3 eclipses happened in that particular year or not, what was the consequence of these 3 eclipses, then you will find that yes, there is scientific evidence which one day world will accept, and then this will be treated not as mythology but as part of history of India. And you know that this book is priced as 1499, and this book is available on online portals, and you can order this book. This is wonderful book, and I recommend this book that if you want to read the real history of India, then this is the book for you. Go for it. I am also thankful to Wing Media to give me this opportunity to go for book review of this prestigious book.